everybody, Rockin here.
Rockin here, welcome to an awesome another episode of the Rockin House. Today's special guest, we have Voodoo Moonshine. Rock dude.
First, I'd like to have a special shout out to Flirt Magazine, the owner and CEO, who was nice enough to direct us towards his band, who frankly is a new band that I knew little about, but so far since we've been working with Voodoo Moonshine, they're awesome. They're like the Guns N' Roses meets Extreme.
Yeah.
They got, we can all remember that tune called Words, and they can actually set that up where it's, their singer can sing almost a cappella with an accompaniment guitar, and it's all he has to do. Brilliant guitar and singer, Voodoo Moonshine. So yeah, they can go from acoustic ballad all the way up to a hard driving Guns N' Roses style of tune. So quite impressed, and in my opinion, the best band that I've seen in 2020.
All right, let's bring the guys on, see what they have to say about what they're doing right now. Let's bring on Voodoo Moonshine. All right, this is Marky Z, and today's special guest, we've got Voodoo Moonshine. These guys rock, man. They're like the next thing, I think, in the hard rock scene from what I've heard. And I've got 4 members of the band today. I got Jeff Lowensour, lead guitar player, rhythm guitar player. I got Jeff LaRoque, guitar player, lead guitar player. I got Pedro, singer. And I got the drummer, Eddie Cruz. How you guys doing today, man?
Great.
Freaking A, man. All right, so let's get into this, man. Let's start for like how everything started, man. You know, how did this band Voodoo Moonshine come to play? How did you guys bring this band together? Like, were you guys separate bands that came together and formed this band, or were you guys like, you know, high school guys that maybe jammed together like I did with many of my friends, and then later on formed some band that actually started to go somewhere? How's your story?
Man,
what's your story on that, guys?
Voodoo Moonshine was an old horse that I started back in 2003.
Okay.
We released the first CD probably in around 2005, and it did well. And we did a lot of work with that version of the band for the next 2 or 3 years, and I took a break, and it ended up being about a 12-year break.
Gotcha.
So I was trolling YouTube. I was pretty much done with it. The CD was done in my eyes, and I was trolling YouTube and found Pedro there. And,
Okay.
Thought I had bugged him about joining, and that was about 2 years ago, I guess.
All right.
This person in the band's been together 2 years now.
Okay.
And so I found Pedro online, bugged him enough to end up going out to Florida where they're at. Got on stage with them at Oktoberfest and fucked up a couple of cover songs with them. And you ain't gonna shake your head. We know I fucked up. But,
We all do it, man. It all happens.
Yes. Hey, man, you know, it's only rock and roll, you know?
Yeah, yep.
But, So Pedro had, Jeff was in Rocket Fly with Pedro at the time. He retired.
Okay, so you were together. You two on the top. Okay.
Yeah, we ended up, Jeff ended up joining us, Pedro. We got Tommy, who used to be in Rocket Fly with Pedro.
Okay.
And then we added Eddie. So it's been, Eddie's the newest guy, man. What's it been, about 6 months now? I think
I've never seen these guys ever before in my life.
And that's Eddie Cruz, the drummer, right? Okay. All right, let's go to...
The video we just did is the first pseudo show with Eddie.
Wow, okay.
We rehearsed 3 times. We rehearsed 3 times. 2 with Pedro, and then we went in there and did that live thing.
Okay. Well, let me ask Pedro. Let's turn it over to him for a minute. Pedro, the lead singer of Voodoo Moonshine. What's your take on the situation joining the band? I guess also Jeff will bring you in as well, LaRoque, because you guys were together in a band and came together with Voodoo Moonshine. Is that what I'm understanding, Jeff? Lowensour, yes? Okay.
Yeah.
So give us your story on that, man. This sounds really interesting.
Well, Jeff and I and Tommy, we're in a band called Rocket Fly, which is still around. We're an 80s cover band.
Gotcha.
And
Okay.
we're together it's been 11 years now with Jeff.
Okay.
Retired after 10 years.
All right.
But during that time, Jeff LaSawyer sent me a message. He said, "Hey, I have some original songs, and I saw your video of you singing like a Steelheart song or something like that."
Nice. Okay.
And he said, "Are you interested in doing it?" And I basically just deleted his message.
Nice.
That's basically what I did.
Oh man, that's
but
funny.
then again, he kept, you know, contacting me or bothering me about it. And I
Something like
re-listened.
that.
Yeah. But I re-listened to the songs that he had, and they're, you know, I like the songs. I didn't like the singer that he had.
Okay.
And after a while, he said, "Well, you can take these songs because he wanted to redo them. You can take these songs and put your spin on them,
Sure.
because your voice is different." And that's what kind of sparked my interest because I like the music.
Right.
So I took it. I took over the songs. I changed them. You know how I felt that I could improve the songs.
Yeah.
And it kind of took off from there. I mean, the songs took a new life.
Nice.
And
How about you, Jeff? Up on the top there, Jeff LaRoque.
Well, you know, Pedro said, "Hey, this dude from Atlanta's calling and wants to do this band thing. Can we let him on stage in Daytona?" I'm like, "At one of our biggest shows? Who is this guy?" But we did. Paige and I have been playing together off and on for probably 20, 30 years.
See, there it is. Okay.
we live a few miles apart from each other, and so we
Nice.
knew each other very well. We played thousands of shows together.
Okay.
And when this Jeff thing came along, we're like, you know what? What the heck, man? Let's give it a shot. And I like the music too, so
It rocks, dude. It's hard rock and
that's
killer.
kind of how that came together.
All right, and let's go down to Eddie Cruz down there, brother. Welcome to the show here with the rest of you guys. You're the new blood in the band. You bring the thunder pretty much, and you got a really good solid hitting style. What's your take on this?
I like to drive the train.
Yeah.
I've known these guys for years down here. I'm an old road dog. I was on the road for years, most of my life, and came down to Florida with my wife and had kids and stuff like that. Raised a kid and played in periodic bands here and there. And then I was on the road again. I got another band. I was on the road for about 4 years doing that.
Okay.
And that was going nowhere, so I got out of that and said, well, I'm just going to get a cover band. I started a cover band and did that for a while. And and then this whole COVID thing hit. So, and that it gave me the opportunity to have the time to, Jeff, obviously, I guess he was contacting me for a while, but I didn't realize it.
Right.
Nobody fucking listens. Nobody
Jeff.
listens.
Step me now from the darkness of the moonshine burning fog. I'm a wolf pack honey and I'm on the prowl. You know how to make me howl. I'm looking out.
All right, I'm back with you guys from Voodoo Moonshine. What's up, brothers? Awesome, man. Well, let's we talked about how the band was formed. It was pretty awesome what you guys had to say on how everything came together. It's it's always a cool story. It's always different too with different people we talk about. But let's move on to like the music to the new album. The new album's awesome. I love it. Okay, it's got some good tunes, catchy tunes, killer vocals, Pedro, killer vocals, dude. And you guys as a guitar team, it's right there. It's right there. And the drums, you're holding it down. And of course, your bassist, obviously, he's right on the money. So I'm being a bass player and I'm looking at that. So I fit right into understanding that. But let's talk about what's up with the new album. Do you have any plans with the new album to do any shows? With the COVID, it's like restricting a lot of musicians, myself included. What do you think about that situation? Like, where's that going with you guys?
Well, right now, Sean Shannon is producing everything. He's, I guess, he was ex-Molly Hatchet, Pat Travers drummer, and he's done a fantastic job.
Nice.
He's got the last 5 songs to finish up, and we're hopefully scheduling the CD release for the middle to the end of October.
Awesome. Okay.
I've gotten contacted, from pseudo record labels or whatever they call themselves these days. Doesn't seem real beneficial to us right now to even consider signing with anybody. We can do pretty much everything ourselves.
Right.
The way the music business is right now, we can do a lot by ourselves, and we'll continue to do that until someone offers us Kid Rock money, and then we'll change it.
Right. Right.
that's the plan right now. We're the next step would be doing the videos for What a Way to Go and Bring It Down.
Nice.
Actual video. And we're hoping that we can get that done at the end of September. But you know, man, you've been in the music business. Shit
Yeah.
never goes as planned.
Nah, it's a crazy world, man. We all do it. Why? 'Cause we love it.
And this COVID bullshit just set everything back, and it just screwed everything up.
Yeah.
Initially, I was hoping we could do the videos in July.
Right.
Nothing went as planned, and that's why we ended up doing this live studio sessions
Right.
to have out for people to see, and you know,
Yeah.
because we can't play nowhere, no one can play. It's we're on lockdown.
Yeah, I know, man.
So right now our focus is getting the brand together, getting the business together, getting all the merch, the websites,
Right,
the
right.
single,
Right.
CD, the video, have the whole package ready, and then that way when they pull their head out of their ass and open it back up where we can play, then we'll have everything together.
I hear you on that. Well, let's go and switch gears a little bit, man. I know for a fact, you're working with Hoxie, Ronnie, and you guys were
Yeah.
feature artists in what, August issue, is that correct? Of Flirt?
We were featured art twice.
Really?
I think August, July and August, I believe.
July and August, and Voodoo Moonshine was one of the featured artists, which is awesome. Let's talk about that a little bit, how that happened. That's got pretty exciting news because Flirt magazine's like Rolling Stone meets Playboy. I mean, this guy's got a kick-ass magazine, man, and it's going somewhere.
Music and kids, man. That's all you.
Right, right. So, what's your take on that, Jeff?
I'm really not sure how that came about, but we had done an interview. I think it may have been Pedro Mai's interview, but
Okay,
Ronnie had contacted us, or it was an affiliation somehow.
right.
But now Ronnie's heavily involved in the band.
Yeah.
He's doing a lot for us, and
It's kick-ass, man.
he's worth his weight in gold.
He's a great guy, man. I spoke to him several times. Me and him are similar in age, and we kind of relate to a lot of things. He talked highly about you guys, absolutely. Said these guys are awesome, and I heard you, and I said, hey, you're right on the money with that.
Well, these kick-ass logos that we have now that are coming out,
Yeah.
those are him. He's doing all
Really?
that
He's
for
doing
us.
your logos. They're badass, man. I like it. Very cool. How about Jeff up there, LaRoque? What's your take on being in this magazine, man, twice? I mean, that's pretty awesome, right? To be viewed in a
it's
popular
pretty
magazine
cool.
like that?
Getting some national attention is
Absolutely.
never a bad thing, right?
Right.
So, and we look good, so that's the most important part.
There you go, brother. How about you, Pedro?
I like the
feel?
girls.
Of course. Come on, man. He's got someone honest chick. Yeah, man.
I'm with Pedro.
Oh, I was going to say, what's your take on it, Eddie? Yeah, right? Yeah, it's some cool
Yeah, I'm
stuff.
with Pedro. I like
They didn't even look at our fucking
Yeah.
feature.
It's Voodoo Moonshine.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they read the articles, man. I did, even though I had Playboy, I still read the articles.
They did. It was a good write-up because one of them, I think, was an interview with Bob Albanian, and he's huge.
Nice.
He had released an interview I did, which is odd. The same interview podcast was with me, and then he had just done with Marty Friedman from Megadeth. I'm
Yes, that's
like,
awesome.
I don't get nowhere in with that shit. I can't stay in tune, much less play any shit like that. So,
Well, it's funny you guys say that, man, because I play similar stuff like that. That's my style.
Jeff,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, man. All right, well, I'll tell you what, guys. That's awesome about Flirt Magazine. Congratulations to you on that. Really awesome stuff.
Thanks.
Just keep doing what you guys are doing. It's awesome music. I feel it's cutting edge hard rock music. It's coming into play here. We're going to come back with Voodoo Moonshine in a minute.
Stepping out from the darkness of the moonshine burning fog. I'm a wolf pack honey and I'm on the prowl. You know how to make me howl. I'm looking out, feel the haunting of your stare. A little bit of you, a little bit of that. Now I'm
All right, it's Marky Z back with Voodoo Moonshine. Yeah, what's up, guys? And we're going to talk about something interesting here. Jeff Losar, you said something about 9 years ago, you did some music on a CD, and you're thinking about re-releasing it with some new music involved. Is that correct?
No,
No?
no, no. This CD, the bottom of the barrel that's fixing to come out in October. I started writing this and recording this CD in 2011. This CD is 9 years old.
Got it. Okay.
We just finished up everything, the new with Pedro, and so it's like a cheap ass version of, I don't know, Def Leppard and Guns N' Roses taking their time to put out a CD. So
Okay.
a broke ass version is what it is.
Okay.
But I was done with this CD, and then when I started harassing all these guys and got them in the band, and now it's the new CD. It's new to them. It's old shit to me. So
Right.
in a couple of weeks, Jeff's going to be flying down here to Georgia, and we're going to start working on the next CD already. We're stockpiling, man. You never know what's going to happen.
Awesome stuff, man. Okay, so that's something you guys can be looking forward to besides this album they just put out now. This is something that's even new coming from these guys that will be coming very soon. So what is the name of the new album you guys got that's out right now with the song? And let's talk about that. Your song just went #1 on the underground radio station. Is that right?
Yeah, I just found out this morning. Yeah, we went #1, which
Awesome.
is great. Man. We surpassed a lot of great bands. It'll show up on the charts, but
Sweet.
yeah, we finally hit #1. I think it held at #3 for about 3 weeks. The first week it hit the charts, it was at 3, and then it got knocked down to 5, and then this week we're up to #1.
Awesome, man. That's some awesome stuff for real.
Which what I like about it is that it's a voting thing. It's fans. It's people that actually listen. It's not some industry dickheads.
Right. Nice,
It's
man.
that they're actually listening.
Right, and this is the album that you guys, I believe, is Bring It Down, is the song off of that album. Is that correct? And I think the CD's
Yeah.
titled What a Way to Go. Is that the name of the CD?
No, the CD's going to be called The Bottom of the Barrel.
That's the newer one, right?
Yes,
that's the newer one.
It's going to be released in October.
Okay.
Dude, you got to try being us, man. We're all fucked up.
Yeah, we get so many projects, it's easy to get let lost, man. It's very easy to do it. That's some really cool stuff.
The CD, or the single that hit #1 today is Bring It Down.
Right.
Which is actually the first song that Pedro and I collaborated on with the lyrics.
Nice.
Out of the whole CD. And the CD that will be released in October is The Bottom of the Barrel.
Awesome. So that's pretty awesome new stuff coming from these guys. All right, man. And it's really awesome that you guys were able to come on the show. We appreciate you guys coming on the show. Absolutely, it's been awesome talking to you. And of course, I want to talk about the subject. It's a sore subject with all of us musicians, as we know, is this COVID-19 and how it's impacted all of us, myself included, with music, being a musician for almost 30 plus years. Let's start with you, Jeff. Low Sour on the bottom there. What's in the future for Voodoo Moonshine right now, dealing with this COVID-19? It's like a disease that plagued us musicians like horribly.
It's a bunch of bullshit. It's a load of shit. I mean, I'm not gonna get into the deep political shit about it, but it's fucked up is all I'm gonna say. So all I can do, we have no control over that, and luckily we're in the position where we're still getting everything together.
Right.
Like I said, the CDs, the merch, we're getting everything in order, and then that way, when everything opens back up, then we can start worrying about getting shows set up.
Cool.
We're making contacts with agents and just getting everything in line. We want to be prepared because, unfortunately, the scamdemic bullshit is going to wipe out a lot of bands.
Scamdemic, that's great.
In fact, a lot of these guys had shows scheduled, and they're not going to be able to reschedule them because they're going to be fucked up in disarray.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll be looking for it to fill the spots.
Jeff LaRoque, what do you think about the situation? What's your take?
You know what? If you wind us up and put us on stage, we come alive, man. And
Amen to that.
We miss that because that's where our energy is, and the crowd
Yes.
coming in and giving it back. That's what it's all about. Is delivering that experience to the fans and having them reciprocate with their energy, which just makes it. So we miss that a lot. And,
Engagement, yes.
This quarantine bullshit, man. We're doing what we can on with technology, but it's tough.
Yep.
It's tough.
Pedro, what do you think, brother?
I think it's bullshit. But I will say this. It was a good thing, right, that Jeff LaSawyer, because I was finally able to finish all the vocals and all the songs.
So there's a positive. There's a positive here, all right?
Yeah, so that was a positive thing since I was kind of locked in. I was forced to finish the CD, which I was going to do anyway, but it kind of sped it up a little bit.
Ah, so the crisis made him move forward. That's funny.
Hey, I got to make sure it's good, right?
I hear you, man.
Yeah.
Well, it's good. It's killer. And let's get down to here to Eddie, man. What's your take on the situation, being a newcomer into the band here?
Well, I'm going to be nice about it. It's been a gut punch, really. It's been a gut punch.
Absolutely, yeah.
I'm a math guy, and the math don't add up. And and I'm with Pedro. It did, on the positive side, it gave us the time to work on the stuff and get all the ducks lined up.
Right.
I mean, so, not to go on the negative, but on the positive, it's been kind of a good break for us to get things together. So.
All right. Well, you know what? You know what, guys?
Eddie, that was fucking hard, wasn't it? Because me and Eddie, man, we spend more time talking about this bullshit than we do music. We get on the phone and it's just ridiculous.
We just got to stop, man. We got to get back to what we do best, and that's write music and play it.